Hi, I'm Benjamin Jefferson. I'm an engineering manager at DISTek Integration. We're here at the ISOBUS Plug Fest in Lincoln, and we are demonstrating two different versions of our VIRTEC ISOBUS protocol stack. This year we brought a task controller client to the Plug Fest. That's new for us. It's a beta test at this point that allows us to do some section control, some variable rate application, and that's a nice feature for some automation in the field that people are looking for. We've also made some updates to our virtual terminal client from the previous Plug Fest. We added some version 4 capabilities that we've been able to test here on a couple different VTs, and that adds some nice graphical capabilities that's not present in the prior versions. So we're happy to see some of those in action now. We've added a few capabilities for the aux control. Unfortunately, we didn't get them all completed for the Plug Fest, so we're still working on those. But we continue to go down the road that we've been going with the C library, small footprint. We have a 16-bit microcontroller here that's operating and using a small amount of memory, small footprint, so that it fits well into some lower cost electronics. So the VIRTEC ISOBUS library, it's intended for implement applications. It operates on the client side typically of the ISOBUS communication, so it talks to a virtual terminal or it talks to a task controller in the cab, and it allows the implement itself to work with those devices, to work with the OEM displays or the third-party displays that are commonly in the cab of a tractor. It allows the balers and the sprayers and planters to display their graphical information interaction for the user, the graphical environment there, as well as some of the prescription mapping applications for fertilizer application, for spraying. It reduces overlaps in the field as well, using some of the section control capabilities. Well, some of the future VIRTEC specific things that we would like to add relate to some of the other ISOBUS features. I mentioned the aux control. We want to get that in place, and that allows third-party joysticks or switch panels to be used in addition to the other operator interface capabilities. And then as you switch your implement between different vehicles, you can have one joystick in each vehicle and operate your implement with that joystick. The file server capability is something we want to add, so that that's useful for remote storing of calibration information, for example, or other file storage and retrieval things that the implements may want to do for mapping and things of that sort. And then there's some other capabilities that are out there. There's some sequence control capabilities that are on the horizon. Those allow coordinating multiple different devices together at the same time. So as a tractor enters or exits a headland, for example, then multiple functions can be simultaneously, sequentially controlled at the same time. You can slow down, you can raise the implement, you can shut off a vacuum pump. Several things that you might want to do that may be all controlled by separate systems can be synchronized.